Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Broken Pieces, a program where we bring to you real life stories of young, vibrant women in and around the world. All right, on today's episode, it's a mind blowing story. Well, the reason why this story is mind blowing, or I can say I actually resonate with this story because having to move from Nigeria down to South Africa, this lady's story, I can relate with it completely. I understood everything that she said, and I can really see a lot of people are actually going through what she went through. Okay, guys, let me not bore you with the introduction. Please, let's just take a look at this story.
My name is Valerie Kalanda. I'm from Uganda and residing in South Africa at the moment. I'm a financial manager. One relationship with God actually comes in, like you want to know that you have a father, you have a creator, the one that gives you everything. And basically, for me, I'm having a relationship with God is the most awesome thing that I'll ever actually imagine. You have a father that will always reach out for you in every need, all avenues of your life. The father will always be there. And for me, that is the greatest relationship that I would share with my God. When I connected with God, actually, that's really challenging. When I connected with God, when you face so many challenges in life, basically we always look back and then we ask ourselves, what can you do? What can you do in order for you to improve your life? What can you do in order to fit somewhere? What can you do in order to be placed somewhere? But the only first thing that you need to do is to see how you can actually mold yourself in order to put yourself together. And that really connected me to God. Like having so many challenges whereby you don't even know where to go. You don't know where to go, you're stuck, and you don't even know who to lean on, who else's shoulder. You have a lot of questions, but you don't even have answers. So I sat back and then I asked myself, okay, for me, like to improve my life and to improve everything that evolves around me, what do I need to do? So the only answer that I got is to connect with God. And with God, everything actually makes it perfect and possible. The challenges I faced, first of all, were like, I actually had to sit back and ask myself, but is this really the right decision that I'm making upon my life? Because basically, when you want to connect with God, there are a lot of questions that will come, in between. And then there are a lot of peer influence. And then you always have questions at the same time. You don't have answers to such questions. And then you're always like, you find yourself in a cage, but you don't know which direction to take. And then sometimes you want to connect to God, but then you also ask yourself, but where exactly do I have to go in order to connect more to God? So basically, I think what I discovered most was just to have an encounter, just me having an encounter with God personally, not actually like going somewhere for me to have that connection with God. Because if you need to connect with your father, our heavenly father, our creator, you just need to have that one-on-one encounter. So basically that's how you build the relationship with God. But the challenge that I had at first, like the way you asked, thank you so much for that, was not knowing how to go about it. Whether I should maybe find a church or I should follow what my friends or the peers would say. So yes, basically that was a challenge. Interesting. I actually don't even know where to start. Oh my gosh. Okay, before I actually went into the field of accounting, because basically that's what I studied. But before I actually went into the field of looking for a job, like for me to be in that career, to be in position of actually doing exactly what I'm doing right now, to be honest with you, I want to tell you that I did a lot of things, like doing sales, telemarketing, it was just a hustle. It was just a hustle. But how I got to acquire the employment that I'm actually doing right now was through looking through a newspaper, and then you apply for a job. So basically that's how I actually ended up acquiring the job that so you have to be determined. You have to be determined and you have to know exactly what you want in life. So basically, if you want something, you have to go for it, no matter what. Don't look at the race, don't look at the color, don't look at anything. You just tell yourself that, yes, I can do it. If someone else does it, then why not me? And even if you face challenges, yes, challenges will always be there. But then once you look up to God, because God comes first, you always put God first. So you need to be determined, and you really need to know exactly what you want. You need to be that devoted employee. No matter what happens, you need to go extra miles. You have to do whatever it takes in order for you to keep that employment. Because if you don't prove to your boss that you can actually really perform or you're keen to learn, then you might end up losing the job and all that. So the advice that I would give to people out there and everyone who's listening to me, don't ever give up. Don't ever give up on your dream. To give an advice to everyone that would be maybe wanting to acquire employment in different area of their career and all that. So basically, I want to go back to some of the challenges. Actually, we're asking about the question of what were the challenges and all that. So how I got to find employment was, I actually faced a lot of challenges because, like you mentioned about us being foreigners, it's not very very easy, and especially when you don't have like proper documentation, because even if you've studied, they really want someone who has got like proper maybe a work permit or an ID and all that, and you cannot just come in the country and then you just find yourself having all that like put in place. No, there are certain steps that you have to go through. It's a process, procedures and all that. So it's not actually really very very easy, like for someone to just to just have it blossom, and have everything like in place. So it's quite challenging. And even when you also apply for a job, you go into this kind of environment and then you find these people and then they're like, oh my gosh, where is she coming from, the accent and all that. Those are also sorts of challenges that you face, and then you ask yourself, am I really going to fit in this environment? Am I suited for this job? But then also something that really what I can say that I learned mostly was like to build confidence in yourself. The only thing that you have to do or to tell yourself, you need to tell yourself that you can do better than anyone else. Thank you so much for the question. First of all, the advice I would give to everyone out there that are actually looking to work in a corporate environment, first of all, you need to put God first. Put God first, trust God, believe, have faith. And then secondly, you really need to work towards your goal, because you're not just going to wake up in the morning and then you find yourself in the corporate world. Once you have a dream, once you work on your dream, once you have a goal, and then you have to make sure that you achieve the goal. Don't ever give up in life. Don't ever give up in life. There's what we call you never quit. You always be a winner, but you can't quit. So basically how it works would be like in a way of you wanting to achieve your dream. But how would you achieve your dream? You really need to work hard towards your dream. So, but in all, you have to to trust God and believe in everything. Have faith. So you basically have it in life. Everything that you need in life, you can have it for as long as you put God first. Thank you.
What an interesting story. A lot of people really think that when you leave your country to another country, everything's going to be like all rosy, all well organized, and perfect. But the bottom line is, it is not like that. Seriously, being a foreigner in a strange country can be very, very frustrating, in terms of you are looking for job, or so. In terms of looking for job, let me just say that, because listen to me, guys. It's not easy. Most of them will feel that you are a foreigner, and why are you in their country? You want to take their job. They will consider the fact that your maybe your color. This thing I'm telling you guys is real. Some persons feel, some people think, yeah, it's not true. Listen, I am in a strange land, and I can tell you, I can testify to what this lady shared. It is not easy having to come from a different country to another country to work. Listen, it is so hard. You have to do a lot of things. If you can listen to her story very well, you discover that she said she went into sales, marketing. These are kind of job that you just have to do to keep body and soul together, because you cannot afford to stay in a strange country hungry. That's it. You must try your best to ensure that you make ends meet for yourself, and of course people back home, because they're already feeling at home that you are in the you are abroad. So they just have this perception that everybody who travels out is actually doing well. Sisters, it is not so. Some of them are actually struggling. So don't expect much from them. Don't put pressure on them. Allow them to go through the journey. And when they are out of it, of course, they can share their testimony. And one thing I actually picked from her story is the fact that she said she called herself God's favorite child. Indeed, she's God's favorite child, honestly, because I feel she's actually blessed working with a very big firm like that. And funny enough, she's actually one of the two black women that are working in that organization. I am telling you, and this lady, she's doing awesome, awesomely well for herself. Okay, calling herself God's favorite child is indeed. There's something that she said, and I really want to highlight on that. She said something that you need to have confidence of yourself, and you need to believe in yourself, and you need to also tell yourself that you are better than anyone else. That is a word for somebody. That word really struck my spirit. You need to tell yourself that you are better than anyone else. Come on, guys. Yes, you are better. You are stronger. You are wiser than anyone else. That is what you should believe. And when you work on that, and when you believe on yourself, I trust you and trust God, the sky will be a starting point for you. Because I come to realize that the Bible says something that we are the apples of God's eye, and anywhere we find ourselves, we should take dominion, because it's given us a power. It said, go ye and take dominion. So I feel any land you find yourself, as long as you are a Christian, you are entitled to whatever that land has to offer. Okay, so you don't have to say, oh, I'm black, I'm white, I can't get a job here. No, as long as you have Christ in you, you can get a job anywhere in the world. I hope her story has blessed you. For me, it has already. And I hope and I pray that whoever is listening to this video or this testimony, wherever you are, maybe you're in a strange land and you are wondering how are you going to get a job, don't worry, keep pushing it. You're going to get a job. Trust me, with God all things are possible, and God will indeed crown all your effort with success. All right, thank you guys for watching. And in case you want to share your story with us, feel free to send us an email on momentwithbella@gmail.com, or you can send us a WhatsApp video on the number on the screen. And trust me, we will be glad to hear your story. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.